plan and execution. Brilliant minds are not infallible.
Hey, it's Nate Smith with Enoch Magazine, and I'm just here with Matt Toka.
How you doing, Nate?
I'm doing
Pleasure
good,
to meet you, man.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Pleasure.
So Matt, this is your first year out on Warped Tour. What's it been like for you so far?
It's been awesome. My cherry has exploded all over the fucking tour. First weekend, they have showers. So I'm excited. I'm actually gonna get a shower. Been bathing in wet wipes. This is a step up. And I've met a bunch of amazing people.
Everyone in their life has a person that either influenced their life to where they make music. Who influenced you?
Green Day's Dookie, that album in particular, was the one that was like, fuck, I want to do music forever. Don't want to pay attention in school anymore. My dad was officially convinced I would just grow up to be a fuck up. And in high school, I discovered Bob Dylan. And that changed my life as, I want to focus more on and be a songwriter.
A lot of your music has imagery of heaven and hell in it. What inspired you to write some of that?
You know, I think subconsciously, I went to a Catholic school for 12 years. And so that symbolism is just naturally ingrained in my psyche. Also grew up a huge Black Sabbath fan. Love Ozzy Osborne. So probably the combination of those two, I would say, has probably been the two main influences in that.
You write a lot of music related to the devil too. Like, you know, 666, stuff like that. So I was just curious, what's your perception of the devil and what's your perception of Jesus?
Wow, man, that's a tough question. It's not a tough question. I just don't want to necessarily be open on how I feel about religion. I mean, I'll say that I believe in myself, first and foremost. And, you know, I don't know. I'm going to just leave it at that.
Okay. Our magazine does a lot of work with the homeless in Skid Row, Los Angeles. Have you had any experiences with the homeless?
Yeah, I have. We just shot a music video for one of my songs, Get Money, where I went down through Skid Row, parts of Los Angeles, and actually talked to a lot of you know, people that are down on their luck, and I got to hear their stories. And for me, it was life-changing because when I wrote that song, it was about having the delusion that money's going to solve all your problems. And after hearing a lot of these people's stories and where they've come from, and it's just like, how can I ever take for granted my situation, you know? And instead of looking at what I don't have, it's like I have a lot I should be really thankful for. And it was incredible. For me, it was life-changing making that video. So I was thankful I had that opportunity.
You could, growing up with an upbringing of Green Day and Rancid, where do you think punk rock music is at today?
You know, I don't know. I think music kind of just constantly morphs and changes and evolves in its own right. Like, as far as punk music today, like, I don't know. Like, that was kind of the renaissance of the pop punk era. You know, previously in the '80s, it was a lot more fucking hardcore kind of shit going on. Today, I don't know. It's like dubstep.
As a musician, some parents support, some don't. What do your parents think of what you've chosen for a living?
My parents were stoked. I mean, they were bummed for a minute. My mom was always, I guess, pretty supportive. My dad was always pretty bummed. I was on Howard Stern once. They played one of my old band songs, and so my dad heard he's a huge Howard Stern fan. So he was stoked on that. That kind of changed his perspective a bit.
You're younger, you know, younger than some of the bands that have been doing this 20 years. What advice do you have for younger bands of today's generation who want to make a go at it as a career?
You got to work hard, you got to be persistent. I think YouTube is the best thing out for musicians as far as exposing yourself to an audience. Touring is brutal and it's not realistic, it's so expensive. But I think, you know, being persistent, educating yourself, learning as much about the industry is very, very important.
Do you have any guilty pleasures in the music world? Like for me, I love country music.
Yeah, you know, I listen to a bunch of different stuff. I mean, anywhere from jazz to, you know, I love Ravi Shankar, vibe out on the sitar, reggae. I mean, I listen to just all kinds of fucking music. I love the blues. Howlin' Wolf, John Lee Hooker's probably one of my favorite vocalists of all time. Top 40 doesn't even really bum me out half the time, you know? I'll take a good song over noise.
If you were on a desert island and could only bring 3 CDs or records, what would you bring?
It's so hard because my music constantly, you know, is in rotation. But 3 CDs of all time: Black Sabbath, Paranoid, Oasis, What's the Story, Morning Glory, and I'm sneaking another one on. I'm bringing Green Day, Dookie, and I'm bringing the Offspring Smash as well.
Well, dude, thanks for the interview,
dude,
man.
It was such
Enjoy
a pleasure, man.
work,
I wish you all the best,
yeah,
man.
I'll try to catch your set in Ventura.
Yeah, dude, thank you, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it,
man.
My words, my eyes, make me apologize. My words.